Focused on uniting indigenous cultures globally. As a non-state entity with UN-style advocacy, we focus on several key areas: cultural and digital heritage preservation, indigenous diplomacy, revival of indigenous knowledge systems to solve humanity's problems, global peace, environmental preservation, health and wellness, sustained economic development, indigenous and cultural tourism. Established since 2002 in the United States of America, the United Ancient Nations is an intergovernmental organization, currently made up of 160+ members and indigenous nations. The United Ancient Nations serves as an international cultural and diplomatic organization focused on uniting indigenous cultures globally. As a non-state entity with UN-style advocacy, we focus on several key areas: cultural and digital heritage preservation, indigenous diplomacy, revival of indigenous knowledge systems to solve humanity's problems, global peace, environmental preservation, health and wellness, sustained economic development, indigenous and cultural tourism. Established since 2002 in the United States of America, the United Ancient Nations is an intergovernmental organization, currently made up of 160+ members and indigenous nations. The United Ancient Nations serves as an international
Nithyanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gagana Sadrisham Tattvamasyadilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Nithyanandam to all the viewers, everybody that are joining here with us for this very special darshan, the solar eclipse darshan. And this darshan, this cosmic event of the solar eclipse happening now is very, very auspicious for every one of you that are here during this rare cosmological event. For all the viewers, all the participants of Paramashiva Sena, all the Rajya Sabha members, Chit Sabha members, everybody that are here, first and foremost, we welcome all of you for joining here. Thank you so much for joining here, tuning in. And yes, as all of you are awaiting the darshan, the live solar eclipse darshan will be starting very, very soon. We're all going to be having the darshan starting. The solar eclipse, it is very auspicious. As we all know, the cosmological event of the Grahana, the eclipse that happens, has a very deep significance. Because in our Hindu scriptures, the event of eclipse itself is given such deep importance and significance. Actually, that is why in the Rig Veda scripture of Hinduism, the event of eclipse is called as Apanam Napar. Means the event of eclipse is it represents the cosmic cleansing process. Grahana. The time of Grahana, eclipse, today to everybody around the world, we are all witnessing the solar eclipse that is happening. That is the time of the eclipse. Actually, just 2-3 hours before the eclipse, the actual Grahana itself, the time starts. The radiation changes. The cosmic waves changes. It's a huge cosmic happening. So in Sanatana Hindu Dharma, the time duration of this Grahana is very, very important. It is given huge significance. Because it is this time, during especially the Surya Grahana, it is where literally it represents the light. Actually, if you see temporarily, the moon covers the sun, and then the solar resurrection happens, which represents the happening of consciousness over the ignorance. So it is a very, very powerful happening, the cosmological event of Grahana. Most of us, we all about it as a cosmic happening, which many people are excited to see. And science understands it to a certain extent. But Sanatana Hindu Dharma not only understood the science of how it happens, they have also understood how to tap into that conscious resource that becomes accessible and available to us, human beings. In fact, in one of our oldest scriptures, which is the Rig Veda, there's a very beautiful description. The Rig Veda actually tells about how the eclipse represents the temporary veiling. The sun's light is being obscured by the moon, by the darkness. But the divine intervention restores the cosmic order. Same way, for us, the human beings, the eclipse represents the temporary veiling of Atman, which is your pure consciousness, by Maya. And that is why the time of Grahana, the eclipse period, the solar eclipse period, or any eclipse period, is the time where you can get closest to your consciousness. The time during Grahana, Swamiji says, the best time during the Grahana time is the best time for you to sit and do all the Ajapa Japa chanting, Mahavakya chanting, all of these mantras, connecting all the spiritual practices. the japa or the puja, doing simple practices such as just sitting and chanting or sitting in unclutching, all these different happenings. All of these are the way how we start experiencing, we are not influenced by the grahana, and in fact, we are able to tap into the availability during the grahana time for us to be able to manifest that highest consciousness. Are you all understanding? And all the Rajya Sabha members, all the Chit Sabha members, Rajya Sabha members, all the Paramashiva Sena participants, everybody that are tuned in here with us. And I also see so many of you that are watching us live on YouTube. So many of you that are watching us live on YouTube right now along with us. Everybody that are here. I request each one of you to take a moment to please share with us. Can all of you please post? I see my Elizabeth Sini and Ma Sampa Sen and so many of you. There are so many of you who are joining us on YouTube. Welcome Ma Samantha, Ma Atmarupananda, Ma Saroj, Ma Jailakshmi and Ma Vidasha Meherhofer and Gautamaya, Ma Akila, Ma Achitamaya, Ma Srilekha. Yes, yes, I welcome all of you. Nice to see all of you here. You can also reach out. You can invite all your family members, friends, anyone who wants to come and attend this powerful darshan. See, this darshan time, the grahana, in grahana, during the hours of the grahana, it is where the consciousness, your ability to tap into or access your consciousness becomes the most available to you. And during this time, the Chandogya Upanishad tells how the individual consciousness recognizes its universal nature, especially when you sit in Upanishad at the feet of the Guru. When Guru gives the Mahavakya initiation, when he utters Tattvamasi, when he declares that experience to us, we are able to experience that experience of being the deep experience within each of us. That personal self-realizing cosmic identity becomes most easily accessible during the celestial alignment. That is why the whole death and birth of consciousness, same way death of all your patterns, incompletions, and rebirth and purifying of your consciousness. So this Grahana time, I request all of you, you have your whole life. You can sit and attend everything else. But during this time, sit. Spend a few minutes. Can I request you all to keep your gadgets away? Even in the phone that you're watching the darshan on, remove all the distractions. Just sit in complete listening, in absolute receptivity, because when you are sitting in the presence of the master, it is so powerful how the Guru makes you experience the whole truths directly as an anubhava, anubhuti. He gives you the experiential understanding of the great ultimate truths. When in the Bhavishya Purana, there is a very detailed revelation of the solar eclipse. In the Bhavishya Purana, first chapter, 23rd to 27th verse. When the sun enters the Kanya Rashi, what we say as a Virgo Rasi, the Virgo, constellation of Virgo, during the time of the cosmic churning, great transformation shall unfold upon earth, the darkness shall reveal hidden truths, humanity shall witness the preparation for divine incarnation. Actually, this time, you all should know, Swamiji is born in Kanya Rasi. Swamiji's Rashi, Swamiji's birth constellation is Kanya Rasi. During this time, the Bhavishya Purana so clearly tells anybody that connects, that sits during the time of the darkness prevailing, and then it is being removed and the light comes back, at that particular time, it is the most powerful experience for you to have. You will be able to experience the connection, the divine intervention can very easily happen for you. So this grahana is very, very auspicious and a very powerful space for us to sit in. This is the first thing. Second, can I request all the Chit Sabha members, Rajya Sabha members, everybody to call all the friends and family members just to come and sit in the darshan. Let them not miss the darshan time. Can all of you give them a quick call? Everybody that are watching us on YouTube as well. I see so many people watching us on YouTube. Can I request all of you to give a quick call? You can call any one of your family members, friends, call anyone, reach out to anyone and invite them to open for all. And everyone can come and experience being in the presence of Swamiji, being in the presence of an avatar during this powerful solar eclipse is the best thing which can happen. So you can all take a few minutes to reach out to everyone and invite them to come and also be a part and watch. And all the participants, even in Paramashiva Sena, if you have anybody, especially in your family, if you have your loved one who is going through a lot of mental health issues, depression, the loneliness, bring them to today's satsang. Today is going to be a very, very important satsang. Swamiji is going to be revealing the sacred secrets of how you can tap into the cosmos, how every word. See, Swamiji always tells the spiritual umbilical cord connection, like how a mother is connected to the child through her umbilical cord. Same way, the umbilical cord connection between you and the cosmos is your integrity. Integrity means, when I say integrity, it is not just your words alone, but your will. Your cosmic, your will becomes so powerful. When your individual will is so powerful, it can shake the cosmos to make it listen to what you say. There is a very beautiful satsang in 2015 in Ishavasya Upanishad satsang. Swamiji tells about how in Puranas, if you see, mostly they'll say, one Rishi is doing one yajna here in Bhuloka, Indra's throne is shaking. Swamiji tells it is true. When the will is so strong, your command becomes, your one intention will becomes a command for the cosmos. What you project becomes a project for the cosmos. This very, very detailedly, Swamiji has spoken in multiple satsangs. Today, you're all going to be learning how you can turn all of your words into a reality. How you can turn every word that you utter. Means literally what? You can command the universe. You can speak to the universe like a god. That science we're all going to be learning about today. Everybody here, all the participants, viewers, everybody, today we are going to be learning this science. Because you are connected to the cosmos through your will, your individual will. During this time, any intention, will that you create simply becomes a reality because your individual will is aligned to the cosmic will. You're all getting it so far? All the PSS participants? And I would like to request all of you, even PSS participants, if you all have any questions and so far on what we're discussing, please come to the YouTube channel on KAILASA's SPH Nithyananda. You can all post your questions there. All the Rajya Sabha members, all the Chit Sabha members, everybody that are watching us, I'm seeing many people on YouTube. You all can post in YouTube, you can post your questions. Nityananda, we apologize for the technical glitch. Hope you're all able to hear it now. Okay, see, today all of you are going to be learning a very, very powerful sacred secret. In fact, this one truth is going to make you all so powerful. You will be able to really have the ability, anything you will be able to generate it. How many of you have always wanted or have always wondered how every declaration of yours you can make it into reality? Raise your hands. How many of you have always wanted to manifest this? You really, every time you utter a word, you want to manifest this Vak Shakti. Swamiji spoken so many times. Oh, I see so many Chitsava members raising your hands. Okay, please drop your hands. I see PSS participants. Today, Swamiji is going to be giving a profound satsang, a very powerful revelation on how you can command the universe like a god. Means how Paramashiva runs the whole cosmos. What is that inner software with which, when Paramashiva declares, when his will happens, his will, Swamiji said that Paramashiva's will in the Navatattva Satsang, Swamiji says, Paramashiva's will is Shakti. That Shakti, how does that will does the whole creation? It is one will of Paramashiva's. That one will runs the whole cosmos. Whether it is the big bangs becoming black holes, or whether it is the black holes becoming back to big bangs, that whole cycles simultaneously, spontaneously, synergetically happening, or whether it is the cell in your body that is dying and being rejuvenated. All of it happens in Paramashiva's will, in his seed. This science, when we all talk about Paramashiva, we always think he's up there and he's in the cosmos, running the universe, he's doing everything, but how can I? That's why Swamiji says beautifully, what is there in the macrocosm? Paramashiva sitting with his will in the macrocosm. The same thing manifests in your microcosm, and that secret to tap into that science to be able to speak is what we are going to understand. Today, Swamiji is going to be revealing this very, very powerful truth, how you can master the power of your words. When you declare something, your will becomes the cosmic will. Actually, talking about commanding with your will and manifesting anything you want, I'm reminded of what, like a very beautiful story from the life of Adi Shankaracharya. So Adi Shankaracharya is one of the great enlightened saints from Bharat. And he, as a small boy, he took Bala Sannyas. So as a young, a very small child, he was a sannyasi, and he would go out to beg for alms. So he would go out for getting bhiksha. Whatever food, everything he eats is what he gets from begging. So every morning he would go. So so one day Adi Shankaracharya, the young Adi Shankaracharya, he goes for begging and he knocks on an old lady's house. So she opens the door. She's a very poor old lady. And like it's a very thatched hut. She herself was struggling for food. And he asks, Bhavati Bhikshamdi. And in the Hindu tradition, we like you should never leave a sannyasi without giving any food or anything, especially a bala sannyasi, a child mom. So you will never leave without giving any food or something at least. So this old lady, she herself was actually struggling to get food and to actually eat and sustain for herself. But she was like, in no way she can leave this young sannyasi who has come to her for food. She cannot leave him. So she leave him empty-handed. So she goes and she starts searching. She searches in all her vessels. She searches in that small hut, whatever she has, and there's literally nothing. And she's feeling so bad. She goes and she opens one small box, in one corner and she finds one dry, old gooseberry. It's called amla. In English, it's called gooseberry. So she finds that in the vessel, she finds one old and dried gooseberry, and there's nothing else, but she cannot leave him empty handed. So she takes that old, dry gooseberry. She takes that and she goes to him and she says, my child, I know you have come here searching for food, but this is the only thing which I have at the moment. This is the only thing which I have. Please accept this. And she gives him that amla, that small gooseberry. Adi Shankaracharya, seeing this, sees that the sincerity or the love that she has, and he doesn't request, he just commands the universe, he commands the cosmos, let the heavens open up and shower her now. He just commands the cosmos, and the heavens actually open up and shower golden gooseberries, golden amlas on him. And it's actually, he doesn't even request or say, let this come, nothing. He just commands the cosmos, let the heavens open up and shower her right now. And the heavens just open up and showers her with golden gooseberries. That is when he composes the Kanakadhara Stotra. He chants the Angam Harehe Pulakabhushanamashrayanti. That whole Kanakadhara Stotra, Adi Shankaracharya chants, and just with his will, that powerful declaration, when that old lady out of that love, when that, that sweet space, when she offered that amla, that strong will he just had. He just commanded the cosmos, the heavens opened up and showered. It had to happen because that was the power of his will, the declaration he made. And actually, see, in Sanatani Dharma, we have always had the signs, the significance, the importance that is given to Vak. It is so much. See our stories, see our Puranas, I'll not say stories, histories. Read it. Everybody's word. When Savitri says stop, don't raise, the sun stops. The nature has to stop. But how did we master this power? How did we have the ability? It was not only gods or, whom we say as devatas had this power. Savitri was a princess. And that too, she left her kingdom, princess, everything, and she lives with her husband, Satyavan, in the forest. How is it that every common man was able to tap into the science? The way how our Upanishads, our Puranas describe the power of words. Why is it that words are given so much of importance? There's a very beautiful Tirukural verse. Tirukural is a scripture written by Tiruvalluvar, and it's a Tamil scripture. Swamiji quotes a very beautiful line, and I've heard it from Swamiji the first time, and it's a very sweet line. Swamiji says, Devam Tora al Korudana Korudalwal Payana Payum Mare means when a chaste woman declares it has to rain, if she declares it has to rain, the heavens has to open up. Payana Payum Mare. The moment when that declaration is made, if she says it has to rain, it has to rain. This is the statement Thiruvalluvar means. Devam Tora al Korudana Korudarval Payana Payum Mare. The moment the chaste woman declares, the heavens has to open, it has to shower. But why were the words? What is the science behind it? How is it possible that we were able to, the moment we declare, the moment the moment people create space, things manifested? What was the secret behind it? And what was so advanced in us that we had it? And do we still have access to it? Can we still access this power?
Today, we are learning about this because today, as the solar eclipse happens, the very cosmos is very malleable. And during this day, the initiations have a very profound value. The way how the initiations get transmitted into us. We need to understand the moment we speak about words, we are not talking about superficial affirmations, superficial positive thinking. No. When you speak, we are not just talking about the words that you're uttering outside you, but the words that you utter outside you and inside you. Because to speak is to create. We speak as if we are reflecting a lot of pain. We've endured a lot of pain and suffering in our life. But very few realize that actually every word that you're uttering inside of you and outside you is actually designing the very structure of what is to come in your life. You are designing every time you speak, whether you speak inside or outside. No, this is not a metaphor. This is not a philosophy. This is what happens precisely. Every word you utter does not go into some void. No, it doesn't go into the people's ears just to be judged. No. These words carry the very blueprint of your life. A frequency transmitted into the very living field. It is a command. You speak. Why do you think in Sanatana Hindu Dharma, the mantras are given such profound value? Because to speak, to utter, to create certain vibrations, certain frequencies, they carry the very state of your being to manifest your life. Every moment is manifested. The moment, understand, the moment you learn to speak your thoughts, someone corrected them. They did not intend to harm, but there was some kind of a harm done, even though that may not have been their intention. Now, when Paramashiva Sena, we're sitting and we're doing this completion today, being 21 days into this season, we are seeing how the completions that you're doing, it was all the incidents that had happened somewhere in your past that carried certain essence, certain flavor, which still is there even now in your present. Maybe when you were 5 years old, you started thinking in a certain direction, you started uttering certain words, but you were corrected. Maybe somebody gave you certain feedback. You got a self-doubt out of it, but you are carrying that still in you. The issue here is you have enormous power at your bay, but you have not found how to use them. Swamiji always says, you are not a human being having spiritual experience. You are a spiritual being having a human experience. You are not here to just pray, to be powerless, to be saying that, oh, I want to manifest this, I want to manifest that. Oh, I pray that the cosmos shower upon me, or feel as a powerless being who is being tormented with so many things around you. You don't need to be powerless. Today, Swamiji, the supreme point of Hinduism, is going to be revealing on this very day of solar eclipse. We are going to receive an initiation of how to speak to the universe as God. How to be Paramashiva and command to the universe. How many of you here have had an experience where you have either manifested the power of rain or anything just through commanding the cosmos? Anyone here who has had this experience? Or how many of you here are able to move matter, consciousness over matter? Like you just take a coconut, keep it in your palm, you look at it and it moves. How many of you have had such experiences? Or you just had an intention? Yes, beautiful. So now the intentions that you carry, the command that you give has profound power, enormous power, in fact, because what you speak, every word that you speak, see, from young age, we are put through a lot of social conditioning. The moment you learn to speak your thoughts out, somebody corrected you. They might have only tried to teach you, but there was a harm done. You started learning that truth must be censored, that your imagination must be restrained, that creative power belongs to someone else. And so, instead of speaking from a place of authority, you started mumbling with fear. You crafted your prayers carefully, politely, saying, thinking, having the second person, third person in your first person, and trying to play that role within you. How many of you here notice this in your life? Many times. See, I request all of you intense listening, because this context, you're going, this is like a preparation you're having for receiving today's initiation. How many of you here have heard or observed this in you before? Let's say from a young age, your mother corrects you or your mother compares you with your friend, your neighbor, or maybe your cousin. She says, your cousin does a better job than you. Look, she's doing so much work than you. Look how useless you are. You're not fit to do this. You're not able to do this. You're not able to do that. Her intention was probably out of immense love for you. But you carry her voice. Now you may be miles away from her, yet even now you carry her voice of the words she had uttered to you inside of you, and you carry that second person in your first person. How many of you have observed this? Raise your hands. Who all are able to relate with this and observe this? Please raise your hands again. Wow. Wonderful. I really appreciate that you are able to recognize that. You know why? Because this exactly is the place where you lost that power, or you forgot. It's not lost, it's there with you. You just forgot how to access that power in you. Because constantly, the people who corrected you, the people who gave you feedbacks, maybe in a sweet way, maybe in a harsh way, or maybe you were made fun of, maybe somebody laughed upon, maybe something like you didn't like, something unpleasant happened to you. These kind of incidents, or the people, the situations, is what we call as the second person, third person. Third person is that society that you carry, where they gave you so many moralities, where they gave you so many rules, regulations that keeps being inside of you. See, how many of us are just being able to be ourselves? No, I'm not talking here about the superficial way where we think, okay, if I feel like crying, let me just cry it out. No, there's a lot more depth to this. You craft your prayers very carefully, politely, gently, hoping that, oh, am I humble enough? Am I polite enough? The greater forces would hear you, but they have always been listening not to your words, but to your very being. We think that the universe runs based on our words, which is the reason why we are very good at trying to be playing with our words, sometimes trying to be manipulative, sometimes trying to, what we call as white lies. We may tell lies, we may try to manage with our words, try to impress people, but the actual way how cosmos listens to you, what Paramashiva is listening to you, is not from these words that you're speaking outside alone, but deep inside you, your cognition. Your desires don't manifest into reality. It is your belief that manifests into reality. It is what you believe in, that conviction that you carry, that has the true command. But the
But
problem here is most of the time,
we all are very convincing with our words. Somehow, we have all mastered the art of speaking very convincing way externally. I mean, do any of us say, I want to suffer, I want to be poor? No, we do not talk like that. So then, if all of our words come true, why is it that every statement of ours, what we utter, is not coming true? Am I right? Today, right now, if you say, okay, I want to manifest $1 million, Swamiji here very beautifully tells an important truth. Most of the times, we all utter the right words outside, but unfortunately, you do not utter the right words inside you. Take this for example. Right now, I made a statement. I want to manifest $1 million this very moment. Listen to yourself. In that moment of you uttering, what are the words running inside you? This is a self-contradictory statement you're giving to the universe. Because outside you're saying, I want to manifest $1 million. Automatically inside you, what will say? Hey, you can't even, how come you're making this declaration as if $1 million is going to come now? Is the heavens going to open and shower for you or what? There's a contradicting statement within you, inside you in that moment. Most of us, I mean, all of us are masters at convincing people outside. We're all trained to it. You're taught to talk nicely. You're taught all of this. You're inculcated this into a lifestyle. So naturally, we all talk. When we talk outside, we all try to be all of these, self-affirmations, positive talking, all of it stops here. That is why positive talking or these self-affirmations may give you temporary motivation. It does not give you a lasting transformation. Good. Versus the science of completion that Swamiji gives you a permanent transformation from inside. Automatically, when the inner grammar aligns, the external verbiage also flows. The moment you decide to align the inner verbiage in you and the external, the flow of the words after that, and when your individual will becomes integrated, if it is not broken into different parts, you will start harnessing a power of yours, which has eternally been available to you, which you have never tapped into ever. This science, this is what Swamiji calls as Vak Shakti. But when we say that, it is not the external words alone. Most of us are only taught to focus on external words. It is not the external words. It is the conviction inside you. This is a subtle trap. You speak the right words outwardly, but inside you, inwardly, your mind repeats the old stories of impossibility. The inner word, the unspoken echo, that is the one that shapes your world outside. It is like you are putting a prompt in, Mid-Journey or any image generator. Now we have Nano Banana. So let's say you're putting a prompt in, these AI tools saying, I want to, please give me a picture of a dry desert which filled with cactus plant. But you are expecting it to give you a beautiful oasis, a beautiful, beautiful fruit orchard. Isn't it so contradictory? This is exactly what we do in our life. Continuously, we keep creating self-fulfilling negative prophecies. Like when you say something, for example, you say that you have written an exam and you say you want to fast. Already inside you're thinking, oh no, I messed up this question. This is definitely going to go wrong. And this person is going to do this. Somehow, somewhere or the other, already all the thoughts running in your head. And you say something outside, whether it can be in any situation in your life. You say something outside. But already in your mind, there are 100 thoughts running inside, which is going to show how that will not happen. And because those thoughts running inside of you is what you believe so strongly, that is what you manifest. And when you manifest it, you say, see, This is what I knew was going to happen. This is what I said was going to happen. And that makes you believe more strongly. And this same thing repeats. It's a vicious cycle. Don't you see? This is what we do. So every time this happens, it only reaffirms your belief that that you're not going to be successful, or that it's not going to work out, which makes you, again, even the next time you take up something, again you decide that it's not going to work out, again you decide that it's not going to be successful, and we fall into the same vicious cycle every single time. But here's the catch. Most of the times, see, Swamiji explains this so beautifully. We may ask, okay, I am Paramashiva, then isn't my every word supposed to become a reality? The problem is, let's say mother gives a toy knife in the hands of a child. The child takes the knife, goes on, cutting everything with a toy knife. It's just trying to, play with poking itself, poking everyone around. Do you think the mother will give the real knife to the child? Unfortunately, the original delusion starts when we start believing we are not part of the cosmic whole. So the moment we start into that, right, what we start doing, we start thinking, no, we think we are only a separate observer. But in reality, we are all part of the cosmos. Swamiji so beautifully told this. All the Ratsabha members, Chitsabha members, every one of you who attended last few days of sessions, or whether the Nirvikalpa Samadhi initiation, Swamiji made a very important statement. Swamiji said, you are not a drop in the ocean. You are the ocean in the drop. Because we all think we are a drop in the ocean, we think we are separate from the whole. And this drop goes on fighting. Oh, let me also prove I am an ocean, then I will believe I am an ocean. Whether you want or not, like it or not, believe it or not, you are part of the whole. But unfortunately, if you're really part of the whole, why are you not able to right now able to control planet Mars? Because right now you have in your inner space there is chaos. Because you have not become Paramashiva to your own life, you are not able to manifest being Paramashiva to the cosmos. And the best example of this is Swamiji. How Swamiji is also, he is Paramashiva, but he is in a human body like us. He also has the exact, typical human form like us. But how is it that when Swamiji says sun to stop, sunrise waits by 40 minutes? How is it that when Swamiji says it has to rain, it rains? How is it that when Swamiji says right now you will manifest today, millions of people are able to read with their eyes closed? How is it that people who are suffering from deadly diseases like cancer are able to walk out of it just like that? What is the difference here? So beautifully Swamiji explains. We all are like continuously fighting with ourselves, trying to say, okay, first let me become, let the universe prove to me that I am Paramashiva, then I will start behaving like Paramashiva. The universe is waiting for you to become organized, become Paramashiva in your own life, so that the endless possibilities can be opened up to you. Actually, life itself is a possibility. Everything you can manifest, you have the power. See, each and every one of us, each and every single one of you sitting here right now, all of us have the power, the possibility to manifest anything you want in your life. Anything. Even now, you have it. But it is just because, see, when there is so much of chaos going inside of us, take this example. Swamiji actually beautifully gave this example. You take a knife. Knife can be used to cut vegetables. You can cut vegetables. You can create a good meal and you can serve it to people. Or that same knife, if you use it you can use it to harm yourself. Now, if you're going to use it to harm yourself, it has to be locked away from you. Only when there is no chaos, only when you are clear and there's no chaos, can the knife be given to you for you to use it in the right way. Same way, we all have the possibility. You can declare now and manifest what you want. But because of this whole internal chaos which is going on, it has to be locked away from us so that we don't create chaos in the universe. We all have that power actually. Anything you want to manifest, anything you want to say, you can create it, you can manifest it just like that. So the only thing we all need to understand and we all need to remember is the moment you create. See, all the things, whatever is inside of me, if you just first start becoming, playing Paramashiva in your life, you will start manifesting Paramashiva for the cosmos. You will start tapping into the endless possibilities of the cosmos. And this secret, Swamiji is going to be, what I'm sharing with you all is a very, very preliminary level. Swamiji is very elaborately in multiple satsangs. And Swamiji has spoken about this in detail. And all the participants here today, I see so many people here. I see so many participants, e-citizens that are logged in. For every one of you, this is a very special initiation that Swamiji is giving. And today, all of you are going to be learning, all of you are going to be getting those secrets directly revealed by Swamiji, along with the whole, the powerful process, the powerful initiation which Swamiji is going to be giving during this solar eclipse. And you will be able to learn and unlock the secrets behind being able to manifest anything you want, how you can talk to the universe like God. And today, all the participants that are joining here, there are so many people that are joining us. I see many people already on YouTube. In addition to that, I see all the e-citizens that are logged in, all the KAILASA e-citizens that are logged in. And Rajya Sabha members, Chit Sabha members, Nithyanandam, Ma Anna Rohit, Ma Meera Rajaratnam, Sriniti Aparijatananda, and Shreya Gupta, Dr. Murali, Ma Sampasen, Omkar Mane, Ma Ganeshwari, and Ma Adeline, Manoj Salvaraya, Claire Lang, Ma Leah. So many of you I'm seeing here. Can I request every one of you to come on camera and settle on? Ingo Harman. Ingo Harman, Nithyananda Maya, nice to see you here. Ma Chandra Vimala, Nithyanandam. Okay, to every one of you that are here, all the participants that are here, how many of you are clicking with this, resonating with this, understanding this truth? Because only we all prepare with this now. And if you all understand this now, when Swamiji comes and reveals, you will see a profound shift happening in your inner space. You all can post in the chat and let me know. All the participants are logged in the e-citizen room. You all can post in the chat and let me know how many of you are connecting with this.
Just to add to this, see, let's understand the way how, what is the science behind this, right? First thing, the blueprint of your reality, this reality that you are living as your day-to-day life. If you think it is in somebody else's hand, whether it is in the hands of God, hands of faith, and even if you think, no, it's something is happening, but I can change it. In any of these, your cognition is not complete. Why do we say this? See, understand, every word is actually structuring the very life that you live. There is a frequency that is getting transmitted. There's a command, there's a blueprint, a frequency that is getting transmitted into a living field that responds not to your intended meaning, but to the pure vibration of your state of being. What you are, that is what is going to reflect outside. You may try any number of masks on you, but what's going to be shown as life is what's purely inside. your conviction, what you are creating as that conviction. The problem is, first, you have lost your touch with that power to declare. We were born to declare, but taught to ask. You were born to declare, but you are conditioned to ask. From your engage, the society that's around you, it conditioned you. See, Swamiji says so beautifully how we all carry the internal or the intra organ called as Vak. This Vak organ has the power to be able to create any word that you utter as a reality for you. If this power is so innate, why does it feel so distant? The greatest misunderstanding of our lives is that we think that we are born to ask permission from gods, from the systems, from the destiny. The truth is, you were born to declare, to assume, to embody what is already complete. We always have this existential anxiety. You hope always, look forward to always having a perfect future. How many of you here are able to cognize this? How many of you here understand this? That you're constantly looking for a perfect future. Maybe in your career, maybe in your relationship goals, maybe in something. You're aiming to have a perfect future. And you're ready to sacrifice your present moment, hoping for that perfect future. Now, that perfect future also makes you feel incomplete, creates that anxiety. You think you need to be incomplete now, and life can happen only when things manifest. But life does not work that way. That is the reason why today so much of unfulfillment is there with everything. You can buy all the latest trending things, the fast fashionable items. You can have your Labubu dolls, maybe you have your Stanley cups, maybe, I know that's pretty old, but you always think and look for a perfect future. Suparna Roy is saying, thank you for these powerful words of wisdom, Ma. Patricia Bamburi is also here. Kartikaya is saying, yes, always looking for a perfect future. Thank you. Thank you all. We actually really appreciate all of your participation. You all can come to the YouTube live section and interact with us. You could post what your understandings are, what your clicks are. So all of you are understanding this, right? We aim for that perfect future. Now what happens? You're stressed about your future. You're worried about your future. You're not sure whether really that perfect future is going to happen at all for you. So that's creating an existential anxiety for you. So far, all of us are clear? Or all of us in sync so far? Great. Now we are going to understand the next part. What's the problem about thinking of having a perfect future? The problem is you think only after that perfect future happens, you can actually experience life. But that's not how life works. That's not how life works. Joyous One, someone named Joyous One has posted, initiating myself into my perfect life. See, the problem is we don't need to look for that perfect future. Be in this present moment. Expand. See, when you're complete here, then the perfect future can manifest for you without you having to go through existential anxiety. Awaken the Divine Wisdom Within, a YouTube channel named Awaken the Divine Wisdom Within is saying, we are in that existential anxiety. That is true. See, constantly you are, I'll just give you an example. Okay. Like for example, you scroll through your Instagram. Now you see people having such pretty looks. Maybe they're in their great shape, they're very fit, or maybe they're flaunting their vacations, expensive vacations. Maybe they're flashing their Labubu dolls, or they're showing their latest trendy clothes. Right? What happens to you? First thing, you start feeling drained. You want to keep scrolling. FOMO starts hitting in. You want to maybe go buy those things for yourself. You try thinking, oh my God, what am I going to be in? What's going to happen? Maybe someday something will happen, then everything will get all right. But even I want to have these. Maybe my spouse doesn't like me because I don't look like this. Maybe my friends are all having better life than me. Something is wrong with my life. Satvik Vibes, a channel named Satvik Vibes is asking, cannot wait for the amazing darshan. So is it existential anxiety or existential joy? Right now, when you are here at the present moment, remembering the bliss that you're having, this moment that's bringing bliss in you is obviously you're enjoying the present. Are you understanding? But most of the time, 99% of the time, we're worried about what can happen what may happen in our future. Okay, now I'm going to ask a question to all of you. Nityanandam Ma, Vasanti Ma, Shanta Das, Krishna Arnold. I'm so happy Krishna Arnold is saying so true what you're saying. Glad that you're able to relate with it. We really appreciate all your participation in this. Now, I just want to ask you all one question. Okay? Now, the future that we have and the past, so past has already happened, future is yet to happen. Is your present moment influenced by your past, or is it by your future? Actually, I also request all the Paramashiva Sena participants, everyone also to come to the YouTube live chat. You all can post live answers here. Come on, all of you answer me. Think, take a moment, think, and then you're going to give me this answer. Is your present moment influenced by your past, or is it influenced by your future? Take a moment and post it. Let's see. How many of you are thinking that it's by your past? You can post here. If you think past, just post past. Or how many of you think it's your future? So if you think it's future, please post the word future. Okay, Shanti Tees is saying by past. Lisa Huang is telling, I think it's both past and future. Akash is also telling both. Nina Slatya is saying past. Nityananda Super Science channel is telling it's future. Interesting. Okay, many of you are saying past. Okay, Shane is telling it seems like past for me. Both. And then by past. Okay, a lot of different. I think right now it's like almost 50-50%. Okay, let me answer this. What is it? So let me take you all to a scenario which all of us can relate to. So you are in your office, and then you're sitting, you have a lot of files to complete, and then you're so stressed, you just want to go to home and crash. This moment just feels so burdened for you. You're waiting for this to be finished, etc. So much is running inside of you, and you're sitting at your office. All of a sudden, you hear you're going to have an extended weekend, and suddenly they're telling you can take 2 more extra days leave and you can enjoy, go on a vacation. What happens to you immediately? What starts happening to you immediately? You're all fresh. You're excited. Now you're waiting to go home, not to go crash, but you're excited. You just want to finish this and just go from here. Okay, since so many of the Rajya Sabha members, Chit Sabha members are here, let me ask you one question, okay, which will be more relatable for you. You are in your office or in your home, you're doing your mundane things. Suddenly you hear the word, Darshan is going to start. Oh God, I don't even need to tell further. What happens? Immediately you have 32 teeth, wide smile, and then you're so alive. Suddenly all energy comes up. I have seen people, it'll be 2 a.m. their time. They'll be logged into the Zoom till the time Darshan news comes in, they'll be like this. Because they're sleepy, all their sleepiness is there. Suddenly, the moment they hear the word Darshan, they're all alive. What's happening there? Your immediate future influence your present. But does it also not seem like past failures, past actions, what we have done, is also affecting our present? Right? Suddenly, like so many times, how many decisions we have taken because we failed in the past. Because somebody told something in the past. We keep that second person, third person within our first person, and it's, oh God. So now what's happening? Is it really both? No. Understand. Here, your past is actually dead. Your past is not the one that's having the power over you, but that future, which is there. It's like this. Your future is like a freshly cooked rice that is kept. Past is like a filth. Now, if there's a housefly that keeps going, sitting on this filth, coming and sitting on this rice, sitting on this filth, coming and sitting on this rice, if this does it 100 times, can you eat this rice? No, right? What we do with our life? This is exactly what we are doing. We bring in that past and put it into our future and cause that to be a hangover in us. Your past doesn't have that power over you. Actually, how do we release this? We have a very special program called as the Paramashiva Sena program. It's absolutely for free. It's completely given for free. It's a 1-month program. Whoever wants, please post a comment. We can connect with you and share the more information with you. Just leave your phone number in the comment section. Our team can immediately connect with you and give you further details about this. Now, coming back to this, because of these hangovers, we have forgotten, missed out on that power that we have, the ability that we have to declare, to manifest. So if you have, okay, there's a lot of messages coming in. Xavier Money is telling Swamiji is protecting me in the present. I have no fear about future because he is even able to talk to me out of my past. So beautiful. Actually, thank you so much for sharing that. That cognition now we are having, no. I'm taking this example, what Xavier Money has posted in YouTube. So he has posted that he's feeling Swamiji is protecting me in the present. Now, beautiful cognition this is. I'm just going to take this example. Aya, can you tell me where exactly you're from? Would love to know where exactly you're from. See, if you have this one concept, because your belief, that's your cognition, your belief, core belief in you. Now, your life, your future is also going to be manifesting from this. See, the problem that we all have, I was just asking about the past and future, right? The problem we have is some things that happened in our past. Like, for example, let's take a scenario that would happen. Let's say that you are sitting and you're getting affected because your friends are all insulting you. Your friends are telling that, why they keep putting you down. They tell you're useless. You've collected all these words. And anytime in front of them, you feel very powerless. You don't feel confident about it. Now, years have passed. Situations have changed. You are in your own office, in a completely different city, or maybe even a different country. You have new friends, you have new family. But again, when you are to take, let's say, take on a project, suddenly inside you, you feel the same voices that told you at that time is now running inside of you. Means the second person, third person is sitting in your first person. And that first person is actually trying to affect your present. It's not you, but the friends, like how in your dream, you dream about so many people. It's not that like if you are dreaming about your mother, your friend, your father, it's not that they are coming into your dream. You are projecting them in your dream, correct? Oh God, I see now so many messages who are posting saying that Paramashiva Sena is the best program. So beautiful. Actually, yes, we invite all of you to come and attend the Paramashiva Sena program. Nithyananda, Ma, Daneshwarananda, Ma, Lisa, Xavier Mani, Jill. Jill Aya saying, I want to join. Super, I want to join. Definitely join, Aya. Can you leave your phone number here? We can immediately connect with you and we can guide you how to join. Emily is telling PSS is very powerful and it's a must for life. Definitely, yes. Krishna Arnold is saying, me join too. Join, definitely join. You're more than welcome. Krishna Arnold, could you also please let me know where you are from? Ma Ananda Parashakti Yogini is telling, she's from Italy. She's telling, PSS is the most powerful program. Highly recommended. Highly recommended. 1 whole month in Swamiji's breathing space. It's the best gift you can give yourself and will come out transformed. Absolutely, yes.
Actually, you can attend in I see Ma Vasanti, Xavier Maniaya, so many others. You all can attend the PSS. It is happening in Tiruvannamalai. So all those in India, you all can attend. You all can come to Tiruvannamalai and attend the program. And Ma Vasanti has posted, I am participating in the October PSS with the grace of Bhagavan. Yes, that's great. October, we have a very special spiritual retreat which is going to be happening. So any one of the viewers, if you are interested, you can definitely join and be a part. Ma Lisa is posting, it is amazing project. I like it so much. She's talking about the Paramashiva Sena program. Actually, she's attending it live right now here. And yes, Susan Maharaj, Nityanandam. And Krishna Arnold is attending from Germany. Krishna Aya, you can come in St. Kitts and Nevis. From the 1st of October, we have a full program. Susan Maharaj from Trinidad. Come on, you're from Trinidad. You can just fly to St. Kitts and Nevis. 1 month. Just take 1 month of your time. Be there in St. Kitts and Nevis because it's a very, very powerful program that we are having. And all of you can attend the program in St. Kitts. You're all welcome to join. And also just wanted to add, because I have a question from a few participants here sitting with us on the two-way. There is one question. I'm just going to read out the question. Okay, Ma Meena Joshi is asking, she's asking if we are vibrating on those levels. How do we know? Listen, Ma Meena Joshi, listen. Actually, fundamentally, even now, as you have this doubt, you have the space in you. I'll give you an amazing analogy Swamiji gives. Okay, perfect analogy. Swamiji will say, there is for donkeys, right? Sometimes the donkeys will not move forward. So they'll tie a stick to the donkey's neck, okay? And then they'll have a carrot at the end of the stick. This donkey will think, oh, carrot is just here, see? If I go just little front, I'll get my carrot. He'll keep chasing a carrot that it is already carrying and he'll keep trying to go and eat that carrot. I'm telling you, for all of us, our concept of perfect future, trying to say, just here, if I do this, I will get it. constantly trying to chase it is just like the donkey trying to chase the carrot that is already tied to its own head. That is the biggest joke that we play on ourselves. See, continuously we go on creating our default future. So every time you go on projecting that future, your future fills your present, but your future itself is filled with your past. So it is the same cycle that you go on repeating, and repeating. Ma Chandra Vimala is saying, I think my present is being influenced by my past. After doing Kalpataru, I understood this and was unconscious, but I can see it now. Listen, Ma Chandra Vimala. But the best part here, I tell you, in this whole rut, you go on creating these words. See, actually, Ma, Swamiji says, there's a satsang in Haridwar, Swamiji, I'll never forget. It's a 2014 satsang in Haridwar. Swamiji will tell about how you are nothing but a bunch of words. In that satsang, so beautifully Swamiji tells about how when the master intervenes, the words, if I have to tell in recent terminologies that Swamiji says, the inner grammar that you carry changes. Now, come on, tell me now, all of you sitting with me, all Chitsabha members, Rajsabha members, everybody on YouTube, how many of you feel your very language of addressing problems has changed after you started listening to satsangs, after you got connected to Swamiji? Can you all post in the chat? For how many of you, the very language that you have inside you has changed? Can all of you post? I want to know from you all. From the time you connect to Swamiji, the conversation, the kind of verbiage, the terminologies you use. Okay, see so many yes, Ma Punima, Chandra Vimlama, Muraliya, Dr. Muraliya, Ma Jalandhara Sthita, Balasubramanyamaya, and Sri Paramayogaya. Many others are many in YouTube. So many of you are posting. Okay. Sorry, I'm not able to read everybody's name. Is with me. The comment section is just flooding. Okay, listen. Now listen. The words, the experience that you carry in you, that shapes a lot of things. Even physically, it influences. It creates the neural network in your brain. It literally programs your brain. This is what we call as neuroplasticity. Your beliefs programs your brain to function a certain way. You go on programming your life thinking, no, I have already tried. I know it will not work. It is impossible. Even if I try, it is impossible. Even if I don't try, it is impossible. I know it is already impossible. If you've already decided that, how do you expect things to work? It's like, somebody will give another analogy. It's like, you cut the carrots, you put in the water, you put the salt, you put the spices, you go on stirring, and you say, why the sambar is not happening? You have not turned on the stove. That's all. You have missed the very main component of your inner verbiage, the terminologies that you use inside you. So all of you here, everybody, today, you don't need to struggle. See, that's the main crux of whatever we are sharing. Because so far, 40 years plus, if you're however you lived on planet Earth, you lived it unconsciously. Now, you have Swamiji in you. 40 years of unconsciousness will not be undone by your one moment of birth. It will take time to rebuild. That is if you do it. But there is a very powerful way, which is through the divine intervention. When the divine intervention happens, it is irrespective. It's like, resetting your program. Nothing else. Whatever you were in your past is gone. Left, deleted. Control or delete. Everything over, completely clear. That is what is divine intervention. Now, all of you are going to be experiencing, receiving this very divine intervention where Swamiji, by the sheer power of his presence, is going to be initiating all of us into this extraordinary ability to manifest, to be able to have the access to tap into our highest power. And this is not going to be based on your capabilities. It's not going to be based on our knowledge. It is just the divine intervention. So don't worry about how much you can, what you can. Just relax into that space and let us all get ready to receive the darshan. Please settle down, sit straight with your head, neck, and spine in a straight line. Please close your eyes. Enter into the deep meditative space to prepare the darshan, to receive the darshan.
Connecting with the divine with your eyes closed is meditation. Connecting with the divine with your eyes open is darshan. Come, let us all now move from meditation to darshan. Slowly, very slowly, please open your eyes.
அருமருந்தே அண்ணாமலையோனே ஆனந்த நித்யனே அகருள் மாய்ப்பவனே சிறிதே சிந்தை இறங்கி கருதும் எக்கணத்திலும் எம் கண்முன்னே நீயாடிவா அழகு திருநடமிடும் எங்கள் அம்மையப்பனே பழகு தமிழில் உன்னை பாடி நின்றோம் தூயவனே ஞானவனே நித்யானந்தனே தெய்வ திருநடமாடிவா தெய்வ திருநடமாடிவா
as the ultimate manifestation of Paramashiva, I bless you all with Paramadvaita. Paramadvaita Praptiras. All the Chit Sabha members, Rajya Sabha members, Adinavasis, devotees, disciples, blessings to all of you. Now, the auspicious moment of Surya Grahana, the solar eclipse, September 21st, 2025, understand about solar eclipse, the Surya Sukta in Rig Veda elaborately explains eclipse as the child of waters, representing the cosmic cleansing process. The cosmic serpent, Vritra, temporarily swallows the sun, symbolizing the eternal battle between light and darkness. And the solar resurrection is representing the triumph of consciousness over ignorance. This is the traditional Vedic understanding about the solar eclipse. The Atharvana Veda explains that in Kala Sukta, eclipse as Mahakala, the great time destroyer and creator, the temporal dissolution where linear time merges with eternal time, and that the universe is inhaling and exhaling through the eclipse cycles, and this is a cosmic breathing. Say, in your breathing, there is a time where the inhaling stops, then exhaling starts. That stopping gap is a nirvikalpa samadhi, unclutched space. That is why all great traditions say, go along with your breathing, you will get enlightened. You will touch the nirvikalpa samadhi. If you go along with your breath, you will touch nirvikalpa samadhi. Now, this is the exact moment that Brahmanda Prana, the universe breathing, stops, takes turn. Listen, this is the most significant truth you need to know. When you inhale, at one point, inhaling stops, then exhaling starts. That zone is called neutral zone. That point is a neutral zone. Same way, after you exhale, your exhaling stops at one point and inhaling starts. That point is a neutral zone. In that neutral zone, you are always in Nirvikalpa Samadhi. If you touch that neutral zone, you will achieve Nirvikalpa Samadhi. How many of you know that first technique Paramashiva reveals in Vijnana Bhairava Tantra is this? Touching the neutral zone. So now, the cosmos prana, versus breathing's process, touches the neutral zone. Then understand, all of us will automatically just sucked into the Nirvikalpa Samadhi. Especially when solar eclipse happens and the Bhavishya Purana explains. I'll give you one reference from Bhavishya Purana. Bhavishya Purana says, when Surya enters the constellation of the Virgin, means Kanya Rasi, Virgo, during the time of cosmic churning, the great transformation shall unfold upon earth. The darkness shall reveal hidden truths the humanity shall witness the preparation for divine incarnation, restoration, avatar consciousness activation will happen. Understand, this is directly from Bhavishya Purana. You should know now exactly it is happening. As Bhavishya Purana explained, this solar eclipse, today's solar eclipse, today's Surya Grahana is happening when Surya enters the constellation of Virgin Kanya. Now it is happening exactly. This Surya Grahana, the constellation, the Surya is entering into Kanya Sea. And all of you may be aware, I happened in Kanya Rasi, Chitra Nakshatram, Kanya Rasi. So this is specifically told in Bhavishya Purana, the avatar consciousness awakening. So understand, now the Satya Yuga is happening. Satya Yuga is beginning, and it is time all of you should be awakened as Kalki. All of us put together is Kalki. So understand, all of us put together, the Kalki will manifest Surya Grahe, Chandra Grahe, Mahapataganasanam, Snanam, Danam, Japam, Homam, Sarvabhava Pranasanam. So now, we are all supposed to do Snanam, Danam, Japam, Homam. What japa we should do? What should be the process? Very clearly our Puranas say, I'll give you the reference. Surya Gayatri. Om Bhaskaraya Vitmahe Mahat Yudigaraya Dhimahi Tanno Aditya Prachodayat. Rahu Bija Mantra. Om Brahm Brim Braum Sa Rahave Namaha. And Mahamrityunjaya. Trayambagam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarugam Iva Bandhanan Mrityor Mukshi Yamamridadum. Listen, I'll explain some of these references I gave, the details. This moment, right now, the cosmos is experiencing the neutral zone. The inhaling has stopped, exhaling has not yet started. That neutral zone is the eclipse time. The cosmos is naturally settling in Nirvikalpa Samadhi. Let us all use these few hours to settle in neutral zone and experience Nirvikalpa Samadhi. I'll also give you one reference from Upanishads. I have few references, Shastra Pramanas. I want all of you to know why I give so much importance to Shastra Pramana. If I speak only from my experience, you know you have to believe, but you can't believe. Many times you want to believe, but somehow deep down you can't believe fully. But if I give you the Shastra Pramana from the authentic scriptures, the authority, for all the spiritual matters, the Shastras, if I give the Shastra Pramana, then you just... So, Chandogya Upanishad gives the spiritual truths about the solar eclipse in the 6th chapter, 14th canto, 2nd verse. As the sun appears to be swallowed, yet remains eternal, so too the self appears bound, yet remains forever free. And the time of the eclipse is best for Brahma Vidya initiation and manifesting Brahmajnana this is the best time for Brahma Vidya initiation and experiencing Nirvikalpa Samadhi and manifesting Brahmajnana. So best time to receive Mahavakya. I'll initiate all of you into Mahavakya. Sit straight. Take the Atmalinga and keep in your Ananda Gandha just below the heart, above the navel. Keep the Atmalinga. And sit, eyes closed. I'll initiate you all. Sit straight. Close your eyes. Om. Om. Om.
அருமருந்தே அண்ணாமலையோனே ஆனந்த நித்யனே அகலுருள் மாய்ப்பவனே சிறிதே சிந்தை இறங்கி கருதும் எக்கணத்திலும் எம் கண்முன்னே நீயாடிவா அழகு திருநடமிடும் எங்கள் அம்மையப்பனே பழகு தமிழில் உனை பாடி நின்றோம் தூயவனே ஞானவனே நித்யானந்தனே தெய்வ திருநடமாடிவா தெய்வ திருநடமாடிவா
भास्कराय विद्महे महद्युतिहराय धीमहि तन्नो आदित्य प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भास्कराय विद्महे महद्युतिकराय धीमहि तन्नो आदित्य प्रचोदयात्। ॐ ब्रां ब्रीं ब्रौं स राघवे नमः। ॐ ब्रां ब्रीं ब्रौं स राघवे नमः। ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकम् इव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतादूम्। त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकम् इव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात्। Now, Brahma Vidya Diksha, Mahavagya, Tattvamasi, 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 Aham Brahmasmi, Aham Brahmasmi, Aham Brahmasmi. Prajnanam Brahma, Prajnanam Brahma, Prajnanam Brahma, Shivoham, Shivoham, Paramashivoham, Soham, Hamsaha, Soham, Hamsaha, Ayam Anma Brahma, Prajnanam Brahma, Shivatvamasi, Paramashivatvamasi, Shivoham, Paramashivoham. Listen, I have given all the Mahavagyas of Veda and Agamas. So now, I'll tell you exact, precise process as our scriptures have clearly shown. Solar eclipse is the time. Solar eclipse is the time cosmos is a neutral zone. Listen. Just like when you inhale, you touch the neutral zone, which is Nirvikalpa Samadhi, and exhale. In this cosmic breathing process, the cosmos inhales, touches the neutral zone, Nirvikalpa Samadhi, during this eclipse period, before beginning the exhaling. So, understand, do the same You will be aligned to the cosmos now. Use the Mahavagya. So so then neutral zone. Exhaling. So inhaling. Then neutral zone. Exhaling. So means you are that. So means I am the ultimate. You are the ultimate. It is not like you need to believe, you need to declare. This is the truth. That's all. This is just a truth. That's all. Sit with your Atmalinga in the Anandagandha, the neutral zone where the inhaling takes U-turn, touches the neutral zone and starts exhaling. Hold the Atmalinga in your Anandagandha. Breathe in with Mahavagya. Soham. Get into the neutral zone. Cosmos is in right now. This is the best time for Nirvikalpa Samadhi. Sit straight. Now Paramashiva will manifest Nirvikalpa Samadhi in all of us. Soham. Soham. Soham.
Nithyananda, welcome to Kailasa's Navaratri celebrations. Today, we begin the grand festival of the Navaratri Mahotsavam with the grand ceremony of Mandagappadi, where we welcome the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, to Kailasa's Navaratri celebrations. As per the Hindu traditions, one must worship and receive the guidance and blessing of their Guru before entering into any important journey or project. Kailasa's Navaratri is the largest, most diverse, with continuous and simultaneous festivals being celebrated. Mandagappadi is a gracious gesture and welcoming to the source of all of our lives, our beloved Bhagavan. He graces and reveals his divine presence in every moment of this festival and ensures that all schedules and procedures are followed to the letter. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism personally officiates and micromanages Kailasa's Navaratri, adhering to the Vedas and the Agamas. Today, in Kailasa temples, many have gathered to receive Bhagavan's blessings for the grand festivities. With offering all the traditional items for Mandagappadi, we now offer our devotion and worship to the Paramavatara of Paramashiva, the embodiment of all the gods and goddesses, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. न कर्मणा न प्रजया धनेन त्यागेनैके अमृतत्वमानशुः परेण नागं निहितं गुहायां विभ्राजते यद्यतयो विशन्ति वेदान्तविज्ञानसुनिश्चितार्था संन्यासयोगाद्यतयः शुद्धसत्त्वाः ते ब्रह्मलोके तु परान्तकाले परामृतात् परिमुच्यन्ति सर्वे दह्रं विपापं परमेश्वभूतं यः पुण्डरीकं पुरमध्य सद्गस्तं तत्रापि दह्रं गगनं विशोकस्तस्मिन् यदन्तस्तदुपासितव्यं यो वेदादौ स्वरः प्रोक्तो वेदान्ते च प्रतिष्ठितः तस्य प्रकृतिलीनस्य यः परः स महेश्वरः. Om Paramashivamayam. With the divine grace of Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva, with the auspicious blessings of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva, Kailasas around the world present the Navaratri Mahotsavam Patrikri. O enlightened beings, descendants of noble clans, all Hindu diaspora, welcome. We now present a verse from the Devi Mahatmyam. Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Matrurupena Samsthita Namastasye 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 Namo Namaha. Salutations to that Devi who, in all beings, is abiding in the form of Mother. Salutations to her, salutations to her, salutations to her, salutations again and again. During the auspicious Nitya Yuga, Vishwavasunama Samvatsara, Dakshinayana, Lakshmi Venkateshwara Ritu, Kanya Masa, Shukla Paksha, Pratipadatithi, Somavasara, Uttara Phalguni Nakshatra, Shukla Yoga and Kimstubhna Karana. The Navaratri Mahotsavam will commence in Kailas all around the world, which coincides with the date of 22nd September 2025. Kailasas around the world will celebrate the Vijayadashami celebrations on the auspicious day of the Kanya Masa Shukla Paksha Dashami, which will be on the date of the 1st October 2025 Eastern Time. With the auspicious grace of Shri Nithyanandeshwari Paramashiva Shakti Sameta Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva and his Paramavatara, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Shri Nithyananda Paramashivam, Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Devalayam, and all the Kailasas around the world invite the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Shri Nithyananda Paramashivam, to officiate and bless the Navaratri Mahotsavam. Kailasa welcomes all the living beings from the 14 lokas to this grand celebration. Om Paramashivamayam. With the divine grace of Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva, with the auspicious blessings of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Shri Nithyananda Paramashivam, Kailasas around the world present the Shrivari Brahmotsavam Patrikal. O enlightened beings, descendants of noble clans, all Hindu diaspora, welcome. We now present a verse from the Shri Brahmanda Purana. Kritetu Narasimho Bhu, Tretayam Raghunandana, Dwapare Vasudevascha, Kalau Venkatanayakaha. In the Krita Yuga, Bhagavan Narasimha, in the Treta Yuga, Bhagavan Sri Rama, in the Dwapara Yuga, Bhagavan Sri Krishna, and in Kali Yuga, Bhagavan Sri Venkateshwara are called as the Pratyaksha Devatas. During the auspicious Nitya Yuga, Vishwavasu Nama Samvatsara, Dakshinayana, Lakshmi Venkateshwara Ritu, Kanya Masa, Shukla Paksha, Tritiya Tithi, Budhavara, Chitra Nakshatra, Indra Yoga and Taitila Karana, the Shrivari Brahmotsavam will commence in Kailasas all around the world, which coincides with the date of 23rd September 2025 as per the Gregorian calendar. With the auspicious grace of Shri Nityanandeshwari Paramashiva Shakti Sameta, Shri Nityanandeshwara Paramashiva, and his Paramavatara, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Shri Nityananda Paramashivam, Nityanandeshwara Paramashiva Devalayam, and all the Kailasas around the world invite the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Shri Nityananda Paramashivam, to officiate and bless the Kailasas Shrivari Brahmotsavam. Kailasa welcomes all the living beings from the 14 lokas to this grand celebration.
Shri Kailasonnadadvadashanta Shyamala Pidharudha Shri Meenakshi Sundareshwara Bhinna Swarupa Parashiva Putra Ratna Kumara Guru Manya Dulyavatara Shri Parvati Stanyapana Labdha Divya Jnana Vishruta Sakala Nigama Sara Bhuta Dravida Veda Pravartre Srimad Paramashiva Karuna Samadhigata Mukta Maya Chaturashrayana Giyamana Chatra Chamara Shri Chinnaka Haladi Samasta Virada Valyalankrita Jnana Vijnana Chakravarti Sarvajana Sangha Sadhyo Nirvana Diksha Vyayapa Varga Varsha Vishrana Jimuta Paramata Kalabhakesari Shaiva Siddhanta Sthapanacharya Shri Rajadiraja Pandya Maharaja Guru Shapana Shakyadi Mahandagara Nivarana Jnana Bhanu Vikshana Narharhadvadotchedana Purvaka Srimad Rishabhadvaja Sthapaka Shaiva Samaya Kartre Sarvajna Pita Rudha Shri Jagat Guru Shri Jnana Sambandha Deshika Swami Bhagesha Sundara Manikya Vachaka Swaminam Avatara Bhuta Shri Jnana Sambandha Swami Punaradhrita Shyamala Pita Sarvajna Pita Trinavadyuttara Dvishatama Guru Mahasannidhana Arunagiri Yogishwara Paramparagata Arunachala Sarvajna Pita Guru Mahasannidhana Kailasa Paramparagata Kanchi Kailasa Sarvajna Pita Trayastrim Chatuttara Dvishatama Guru Mahasannidhana Nityotsava Nitya Mangala Nitya Kalyana Nitya Rajita Kailasa Paramparagata Adi Kailasa Nityananda Pita Mahasamsthana Mahasimhasana Pita Gatre Sakshat Shri Paramashiva Samudbhuta Kailasa Paramparagata Vaivasvatamanu Ikshvaku Harishchandra Bhagirata Shri Ramachandra Shurasena Ityadi Anavachinna Sarvabhauma Chakravarti Paramparagata Chaturshashti Yogini Mandita Chaturshashti Sampradaya Pravartaka Manudharma Shasana Surya Prapta Sarvajna Pita Surangi Samrajya Murdha Vishikta Chudamani Sakshat Shri Paramashiva Samudbhuta Kapila Mahaguru Punaruddhrita Mahanirvani Pita Ashtottara Sahasra Shri Mahamandaleshwara Sakshat Shri Paramashiva Samudbhuta Shri Mahaganapati Samarambha Anavachinna Pitadishwara Guru Parampara Prapta Adala Pita Ashtottara Sahasratama Ashtottara Sahasra Shri Adala Pitadishwara Dharma Mukti Swarga Puraswarna Pita Trayogimsha Guru Mahasannidhana Kailasa Paramparagata आदिपीठ सर्वज्ञपीठ जगद्गुरु श्री कैलास पुनरुद्धारक श्री कैलास परमाचार्य श्रीमद्परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य वर्य सच्चिदानंद प्रणव स्वरूप श्रोत्रिय ब्रह्मनिष्ठ श्रीमज्जगद्गुरु श्री भगवत श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक परमाचार्य स्वामिन् अत्रागत्य परिपाल्य चास्मान् विज्ञान वितरणेन विजयी भव जय जय। सहस्रदल पंकजे सकल शीतरश्मि प्रभं वराभयकराम्बुजं विमल गंध पुष्पांबरं प्रसन्नवदने क्षणं सकल देवतापिनं स्मरे शिरसि हंसकं तदभिधानपूर्वं कुरुम्। अथ धूपः भगवते श्री नित्यानंद परमशिवाय नमः। दीपं संदर्शयामि नैवेद्यम् ॐ मधुवादारतायते मधुक्षरन्ति सिन्धवः माध्वीन सन्तोषति मधुनक्तमुखोषधि मधुमत्ताति मधुम्रजः मधुद्योरस्तुनपिता मधुमानो वनस्पतिर्मधुभागं अस्तु सूर्यः माध्वीर्गावो भवन्तु नः मधु मधु मधु। श्री सर्वदेव देवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्री नित्यानंद परमशिवाय नमः। नैवेद्यं निवेदयामि नैवेद्यानन्तरमाचमनं समर्पयामि। नीराजनम् ॐ आङ्ग्रहण्ये स्यायते इमां जनतादुं सङ्ग्रहाणीति द्वादशारत्रीरचना भवति द्वादशमासाः संवत्सरमेवावरुद्धे मौञ्जी भवति पूर्णमेवावरुद्धे चित्रानक्षत्रं भवति चित्रं नायेतत्कर्म कर्पूरगौरं करुणावतारं संसारसारं भुजगेन्द्रहारं सदा वसन्तं हृदयारविन्दे भवं भवानी हरितं नमामि भवं भवानी हरितं नमामि भवं भवानी हरितं नमामि। श्री सर्वदेव देवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्री नित्यानंद परमशिवाय नमः। कर्पूरनीराजनं सन्दर्शयामि रक्षान्धारयामि। शोणाद्रीशावताराय ज्योतिस्तम्भस्वरूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् तत्त्वज्ञानप्रदाताय नित्यानन्देश्वररूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् मूलप्रकृतिरूपाय परमशिवशक्तिस्वरूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् दण्डत्रिशूलहस्ताय कालकालस्वरूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् आदिपूज्याय देवाय सकृत्पूर्णत्वरूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् सर्वाभयविनाशकाय शत्रुसंहाररूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् योगपट्टाब्दाय राजसन्न्यासधारिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् सार्वभौमैकपत्याय राजराजार्चिताय च श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् मङ्गलम् कल्पवृक्षाय मङ्गलम् ज्ञानदायिने परमशिवाय श्रीनित्यानन्देश्वराय मङ्गलम् मङ्गलम् श्रीविद्याम्बायै मङ्गलम् कामदायिन्यै सर्वमङ्गलदात्रे नित्यानन्देश्वर्यै मङ्गलम् मङ्गलम् गुरुदेवाय मोक्षमूलाय मङ्गलम् परमावताराय नित्यानन्दाय गुरवे मङ्गलम् हरि ओम् तत्सत् सर्वं भगवत् श्रीनित्यानन्द परमशिव पादुकार्पणमस्तु ॐ नित्यानन्दम्
Om, Om, Om. Listen. I'll give you two important Shastra Pramana. One from Rudra Samhita, 23rd chapter. When the sun enters Virgo, the unified conception of Shiva Shakti occurs. The seed of avatar manifestation there illuminates consciousness. When the sun to Virgo, living by liberation occurs. The compassionate Lord manifests in the form of Guru. This is from Rudra Samhita. Then from Kularnava Tantra, chapter 2. When the sun is positioned in Virgo and other signs, the great Shakti manifestation occurs. Avatar consciousness there attains awakening state. In different cosmic cycles, when the sun moves to special positions, the Guru principle manifests in avatar form. Two Shastra Pramana. First one is the second one is Kularnava Tantra chapter 8, not chapter. Tantra chapter 2 only. And I have one more reference. When the sun enters Virgo, Shakti centers awaken. For the success of tantric practices, one should practice when Virgo is ascendant. When the sun enters Virgo, there is awakening of Shakti chakras. Knower of mantra should worship the form of Mahavidya. So now, You all know Paramashiva as ultimate to bless, initiate, give Paramadvaita to all of you. Sit, go through this powerful process. Receive Paramadvaita and all the auspiciousness. Just do achapa japa of Soham. 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 Sit in that neutral zone. Do the ajapa japa of Soham along with your inhaling and exhaling. Paramashiva will manifest Nirvikalpa Samadhi in all of us. Paramashiva will manifest Paramadvaita right now in all of us. Sit straight, close your eyes. Soham. Soham.
श्रीकैलासोन्नतद्वादशान्तश्यामलापीठारूढ श्रीमीनाक्षि सुन्दरेश्वरा भिन्नस्वरूप परशिवपुत्ररत्न कुमार गुरुमण्यतुल्यावतार श्रीपार्वती स्तन्यपानलब्धदिव्यज्ञान विश्रुतसकलनिगमागमसारभूत द्राविडवेद प्रवक्त्रे श्रीमत्परमशिवकरुणासमधिगत मुक्तामय चतुरश्रयान गीयमान छत्रचामर श्रीचिह्नकाहलादि समस्त बिरदावल्यलङ्कृत ज्ञान विज्ञान चक्रवर्ती सर्वजन संघ सद्यो निर्वाण दीक्षा व्ययापवर्गवर्ष विश्राण जीमूत परमत कलभ केसरी शैव सिद्धांत स्थापनाचार्य श्रीराजाधिराज पाण्ड्य महाराज गुरु क्षपण शाक्यादि महान्धकार निवारण ज्ञान भानु वीक्षणानर्हार्ह ध्वजोच्छेदन पूर्वक श्रीमद्वृषभध्वज स्थापक शैव समय कर्त्रे सर्वज्ञ पीठारूढ़ श्री जगद्गुरु श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक स्वामी वागीश सुंदर माणिक्य वाचक स्वामिनाम् अवतार भूत श्री ज्ञान संबंध स्वामी पुनरुद्धृत श्यामला पीठ सर्वज्ञ पीठ त्रिनवत्युत्तर द्विशततम गुरु महासन्निधान अरुणगिरि योगीश्वर परंपरागत अरुणाचल सर्वज्ञ पीठ गुरु महासन्निधान कैलास परंपरागत कांची कैलास सर्वज्ञ पीठ त्रयस्त्रिंशदुत्तर द्विशततम गुरु महासन्निधान नित्योत्सव नित्य मंगल नित्य कल्याण नित्य रजित कैलास परंपरागत आदि कैलास नित्यानंद पीठ महासंस्थान महासिंहासन पीठ कर्तः साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत कैलास परंपरागत वैवस्वत मनु इक्ष्वाकु हरिश्चंद्र भगीरथ श्रीरामचंद्र शूरसेन इत्यादि अनवच्छिन्न सार्वभौम चक्रवर्ती परंपरागत चतुष्षष्टि योगिनी मंडित चतुष्षष्टि संप्रदाय प्रवर्तक मनुधर्म शासन सूर्यवंश प्राप्त सर्वज्ञ पीठ सुरांगी साम्राज्य मूर्धाभिषिक्त चूड़ामणे साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत कपिल महागुरु पुनरुद्धृत महानिर्वाणि पीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री महामंडलेश्वर साक्षात् श्री परमशिव सिंहासनाभिषिक्त समस्त गणनायक श्री महागणपति समारंभ अनवच्छिन्न पीठाधीश्वर गुरु परंपरा प्राप्त अटल पीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री अटल पीठाधीश्वर धर्म मुक्ति स्वर्गपुर स्वर्ण पीठ त्रयोविंश गुरु महासन्निधान कैलास परंपरागत आदिपीठ सर्वज्ञ पीठ जगद्गुरो श्री कैलास पुनरुद्धारक श्री कैलास परमाचार्य श्रीमत्परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य वर्य सच्चिदानंद प्रणव स्वरूप श्रोत्रिय ब्रह्मनिष्ठ श्रीमज्जगद्गुरु श्रील श्री भगवत् श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक परमाचार्य स्वामिन् अत्रागत्य परिपाल्य च अस्मान् विज्ञानवितरणेन विजयी भव जय जय।
Offer I gratitude to Swamiji. We have all been showered in this, the time where the whole cosmos is going through its Nirvikalpa Samadhi, the neutral zone of the cosmos. In that moment, Swamiji has come for all of us and blessed us all with this powerful initiation. What a profound blessing. Everybody in YouTube, all those that are watching us on various different social media channels, for all of you, this initiation, literally tapping into the neutral zone. This whole initiation during the eclipse time is so profound and powerful. I request every one of you to take a moment. Please, can all of you just use just 2 minutes, just write down your experience. Through the darshan, what was the exact experience happening to you? What was going on? Whatever was the experience you were having, just pick up a pen and paper and just start writing that down. Like start verbalizing the experience and writing it down in detail. All the Paramashiva Sena participants also attending in KAILASA, Los Angeles, KAILASA, Tiruvannamalai, KAILASA, Kashi. Can everyone take a few seconds? Take some time. Just quickly pick up a pen and paper and can you all write down your experience now? Can all the Paramashiva Sena participants and yes, in LA, can everyone settle down? Just quickly pick up a pen and paper and write down in detail. Start describing what was the experience you were having. How did you feel? What was going on? What all was the experience you had throughout the darshan? Can everyone just take a few minutes and just write down your experience? Mhm. Actually, the time where, like Swamiji beautifully explained, the time where the gap when you inhale and just before you exhale, there's a small gap for that moment. That gap, that exact moment is your neutral zone. When the same happens for the whole Brahmanda, the whole cosmos, when the cosmos is in its neutral zone, that was eclipse. This one truth that Swamiji revealed, and Swamiji gave us so many examples from Bhavishya Purana, and how it is so auspicious to sit in the presence of Guru, for all of us, presence of Paramashiva himself, to receive this powerful initiation. Requesting every one of you, all the participants and every one of you here, to write down. And whenever you are ready to come up and share, you all can come up and share, to sit and experience, taste this Nirvikalpa Samadhi. You all can write down and come up and share. Describe what was the experience, what exactly was happening, what was your experience like, what were you going through in that time? All the different experiences, whether the silence, the peace, or the bliss, or the visions, whatever you had. Start to just verbalize, like even if you feel like you don't know how to describe your experience, just try. Start slowly writing down, describing it as much as you can. Verbalize the whole experience and write it down in complete detail. All the viewers also who are joining us live, all of you also can do this. Just take a pen and paper and start writing down.
We request all of you to take a few minutes to pen down, to write down all the clicks that you had, especially such beautiful revelations Swamiji has given, all the beautiful clicks, the understandings, everything that you got from today's powerful session. I know the process and the extraordinary darshan that all of us are showered with is just too beautiful. And what are the clicks that you had? Can I request all the participants to take a few minutes and Xavier Mani is asking, can I continue to do this breathing process, or is it only during the eclipse time? You can do this even after the eclipse time also. As Swamiji said, see, this is an initiation Swamiji has given. So you can do this breathing after the Mama Devi, Monica Devi saying she's happy. Yamama is still feeling, and during the Soham breathing process, few seconds the breathing just stopped. Xavier Mani has posted, and an experience. Gebache Hosine has posted. I experienced unbelievable Kundalini. Wow! Actually, the peace that you're experiencing now, it is not merely a peace. It is actually you accessing that neutral zone in you. You are accessing the neutral zone, the Nirvikalpa Samadhi. When you inhale and exhale, between the gap between your inhalation and exhalation, there is a neutral zone that is there in all of us. And it is that neutral zone, the Nirvikalpa Samadhi, that you are accessing. That is why it is so, the effect of the Nirvikalpa Samadhi, you are cognizing it as that peace and that bliss, but it's actually such a powerful Nirvikalpa Samadhi state that Swamiji has given to us. Wow. Eric, so all the other participants also posted on the YouTube comment section, and the Paramashiva Sena participants, once you have finished writing down, you can come forward and share. If you're ready, please do come forward and share. Yes. Nithyanandam, Ma Sadashivamai, Nithyanandam. Yes, go ahead. Did you enjoy the darshan? How was it for you?
太惊人了，就是回不来的感觉，一直在那个状态中，就是很完全沉浸在那个状态中，一下子没有办法回过神来，但是那个空间实在是太美丽了，然后就体验到一些生命之前没有感受到的。那我最开始的时候是先被师父的这个咒语起来之后，带到了就是看到了帕尔玛西瓦出现在宇宙当中，然后之后他带我体验了就是。
Established since 2002 in the United States of America, the United Ancient Nations is an intergovernmental organization, currently made up of 160+ members and indigenous nations. The United Ancient Nations serves as an international cultural and diplomatic organization focused on uniting indigenous cultures globally. As a non-state entity with UN-style advocacy, we focus on several key areas: cultural and digital heritage preservation, indigenous diplomacy, revival of indigenous knowledge systems to solve humanity's problems, global peace, environmental preservation, health and wellness, sustained economic development, indigenous and cultural tourism. In the heart of St. Kitts and Nevis, where the ocean meets the sky, a historic gathering is unfolding. The United Ancient Nations, a global forum where the world's first and ancient nations unite to share wisdom, confront challenges, and co-create solutions rooted in ancestral knowledge. The United Ancient Indigenous Enlightened Nations represents over 160 indigenous member nations and communities, advocating for more than 300 million people across all continents. Here, ancient wisdom meets modern action, fostering international cooperation, cultural preservation, and sustainable development through indigenous leadership. Beyond dialogue, the UAN experience nurtures the mind, body, and spirit. Sunrise meditation, yoga by the ocean, and cultural celebrations reconnect us to ourselves, each other, and the wisdom of the earth. In St. Kitts and Nevis, ancient traditions and vibrant cultures come alive. This is a space for learning, sharing, and taking action. Together, we address climate challenges, preserve cultures, and shape a sustainable future. The United Ancient Nations is where ancestral knowledge guides the world toward harmony, justice, and collective growth. Join the United Ancient Nations in St. Kitts and Nevis, where ancient wisdom meets a sustainable future. Together, we rise. Established since 2002 in the United States of America, the United Ancient Nations is an intergovernmental organization, currently made up of 160+ members and indigenous nations. The UAN and its work are guided by the purposes and principles contained in its founding charter. The UAN is a manifestation of the profound connection amongst indigenous peoples across the world, including African, Andean, American, European, Caribbean, Oceanic, and Asian regions, rooted in shared wisdom, sustainable practices, and deep reverence for the earth. The United Ancient Nations serves as an international cultural and diplomatic organization focused on uniting indigenous cultures globally. Our governance structure is council-based without territorial claims, led by a collective leadership through our General Secretariat. As a non-state entity with UN-style advocacy, we focus on several key areas: cultural and digital heritage preservation, indigenous diplomacy, revival of indigenous knowledge systems to solve humanity's problems, global peace, environmental preservation, health and wellness, sustained economic development, indigenous and cultural tourism. While the UAN represents numerous indigenous cultures, the United States of KAILASA serves as the first indigenous nation specifically for Hindus. KAILASA's mission is focused on the revival of the ancient enlightened Sanatana Hindu civilization with a formal governance structure including a head of state, ministers, and ambassadors. Under the leadership of SPH, Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, KAILASA has achieved recognition as a sovereign subject of international law, possessing distinctive attributes of juridical statehood. The United States of KAILASA is the main sponsor of the proposed UAN headquarters. This initiative would bring forth an estimated $100 million in revenue for the host country through summits, conferences, tourism, and development projects. The proposed UAN headquarters would represent the world's indigenous nations and peoples through its architectural design. It would blend the best of all worlds, featuring top modern architecture, the highest green building standards, and ancient Vastu architectural principles. This headquarters would serve as a central hub for indigenous diplomacy, cultural preservation, and collaborative efforts towards sustainable development and global peace. Through this initiative, we aim to create a dignified platform for indigenous leadership rooted in ancestral wisdom, cultural legitimacy, and collaborative innovation, enhancing global dialogue and regional stability. The establishment of the UAN headquarters would position a host country at the forefront of a global movement promoting indigenous wisdom while creating significant economic opportunities for the nation and its people.